Going on, YouTubers? It's the kid here from the Kids Corner, and today I'm going to do a quick little video of what's on my iPhone. Now, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I just never really got around to it, but my background and my home, or my whatever home screen, whatever this lock screen is the Apple logo in black that's kind of like smoky and all that good stuff. So let's slide to unlock, and you are met with what I call my main page, stuff that I use on a daily basis and things that I actually want to use the most. And then the next page is more or less folders, and then specific items that I don't want on my main page but I use often. And then the third one is actually I usually normally have two pages, but I recently just did an update. Well, not recently, but I did the update to iOS 5, and it brought over some of my iPad apps that I have on there, like the AutoCAD and the Music Studio, along with the Atomic Web. So I left them on there. I didn't really want to get rid of them, but I just haven't gotten around to putting them in a folder or creating new folders or what have you. So anyways, let's get to the main screen that I have, and you can kind of see my hand here. But this is my layout. I like this the most. I try to stay with this every time I do an update, and it rearranges my icons. But this latest one, it actually kept it the same format, which is nice, but normally I have to readjust everything. But I keep the calendar, weather, notes, and photos at the top. As you can see, clock, mirror, lights, yada yada yada. I picked up this GPS drive for 99 cents in the App Store probably about a year and a half ago. I do use it occasionally. I still like my Garmin navigation unit, just because it seems to recalculate and find your waypoints a lot quicker and a lot easier than the GPS and the system built in here. And sometimes it doesn't work well if you don't have a good connectivity. That I've run into some problems there. Around me I use a lot, especially when I'm on a trip. I'll see what's around us, if we want to get some coffee, if there's any bars around, anything we need to get, like if we need to get some headache medicine from CVS, I could go out and try to locate it. I do use the light and mirror occasionally. I normally carry a flashlight in my EDC anyways, so I don't really rely on the light here, but it is handy when I'm trying to find something in my car real quick, because I don't use the interior lights on my car. I just don't like it. I don't like the way it illuminates the car, so I use that occasionally. Mirror I use relatively a lot. I like to look at myself, not that I'm trying to boast about myself, but I definitely look at myself, see if everything's alright. See if my glasses are on straight, or if they're crooked, or what have you. If I'm wearing a tie for that day, instead of going to the mirror, I could use the mirror app. Slacker radio, definitely use that a lot. I have just a free account, so I do get the occasional ads, but I use that a lot when I'm cutting the grass in the summertime. I'll throw in my noise canceling earbuds, put that on a relatively safe volume, nothing too loud, and let it go. Streaming over the internet, usually Wi-Fi. Sometimes I get into range issues with my house, but it is what it is there. Everything else is, all Apple stuff. I'm not crazy about reminders. I thought I was going to use it a lot, and now that I actually have used iOS 5 for probably, I don't even remember when it came out, October, November. I just really don't use it, so I probably move that over now that I'm actually looking at it and trying to see what I have. But here are a couple folders. Entertainment, I have the Apple stuff. Memory info is pretty nice. I'm actually going to open this up. Now this I bought this on the iPhone 3G, so that was probably two and a half years ago. And it still works relatively good. Before, you could actually do the memory, like press a button, but now it should just automatically update in a few seconds. It takes a little while, but bam, now I just freed up some memory. So it is something that I don't think is technically supported by the newer OSs for Apple, but it seems to work just fine. Stuff is just crap that I never use. I don't use YouTube on here. I definitely never use stocks. Voice memos, very, very, very rarely. If I want to really capture something, or say if I'm in the car and I can't fumble around to find my Shazam app for music, I'll just throw down a quick voice memo of the song and artist that I really want to remember. Everything else, contacts, you could just go through your phone directory, Game Center. I don't play any games on. With people, Compass, blah blah blah. Anyways, let's go over to social. Now I used to use these a lot, but now I'm kind of shying away. Flickr, I'm trying to start up my account. I set up the account. I just have yet to post a video on there. So it is what it is there. I am still into photography, but I just need to publish my stuff and show it to the world. And not that I'm, trying to make a career out of it. I just want to show and share my creativity and what I think is pretty cool picture-wise. Skype, use that occasionally. Sometimes when I'm doing YouTube videos, multiplayer stuff that I used to do in Minecraft, I did some Skype calling. But mainly just Skype texting or whatever messaging on there. Craigslist I use quite a bit. I normally try to use the computer, on the computer, the site. It just seems to be a little easier to post an ad. I don't really search for buying stuff on Craigslist. I'm more of a... I like my stuff to be new. I don't like... used things, even though you can get a great deal on it. It is tricky to find something that's used and in great quality, because I don't want something that's beat up, or I don't know what someone else did with it. Twitbird was my Twitter app that that I chose. I do like it. I used to use it when I was doing weightlifting, and the whole time that we were getting ready for the marriage. I used to tweet, important updates about my life. And it's kind of funny because the last 2 months, I've probably got about 8 followers on my Twitter account that I haven't posted in about 2 years now. So it's kind of funny to see people following me now when they really weren't following me when I was actually posting. So that's kind of neat. I like to keep that account open because I might start it again. I'm not sure. But just right now with everything going on, it's a little tough for me to do that. Digimark is pretty cool. My friend gave me the information about this, and I figured I would go out and pick it up. But anyways, it uses your camera, and you can look at the QR codes. I don't think it does barcodes, but you could do QR, and it's like a Shazam app, and I believe it doesn't give you the whole limitation that Shazam gives, about I think 10 songs per month. I really don't use this too often, but when I do want to look up a QR code, bam, I have an app that will let me do that. My apps, actually, let's do apps first, and then we'll do apps too. Just some stuff that I keep on here that I use occasionally. Pick the Shop is my barcode one. It works okay. Speed test, once in a while, I just like to see where I'm at, see how the AT&T network or a given Wi-Fi spot, how their network is handling downloads and uploads. My Shazam app, like I was saying, to identify music. Redbox, once in a while, I'll actually, reserve a Redbox movie on there. Photo Bucket, I do upload a lot of pictures to that, especially when I'm trying to sell something. I'll upload it to that. Usually from the camera here, I'll take pictures with my iPhone, upload it, download it on my computer, and that was before that I could do the wireless syncing and all of that. But anyways, I have a stash of more or less sellable items and stuff that I have sold up there, but I don't really keep any personal information. And the IMT Paint app, I thought it was pretty cool for the whole auto-tuning, but yeah, so whatever. Alright, so I'm actually going to wrap it up here. It's getting pretty long, but our next video we'll continue on with apps 2 and the rest of this. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day.